GD. GD.
She is not shaking ass off cup water. Yeah, I do. I'm back on this bitch.
Chicken ass on cutways.
I'm dead with you.
There she goes, shaking that ass on the floor, bumping and grinding that pole. The way she's grinding that pole, I think I'm get buzzed, get drunk, get crunk, get fucked up. Get strip club, don't forget ones, get your dick rubbed, get fucked, get sucked, get wasted, shit faced it, tasted, blasted, puke, drink off, get a new drink, get the bathroom, sink the wipe your shoe clean, got a routine, never got a few songs, I'ma choose
Yo, hey, Mia Yama was good. My ass on live. Gonsu probably was my signal main. Nah, it's cool. Check out more Deco's music. I can check that out. You say what? Oh no, I'm on live. Why? Oh, bring you over. Okay, fine. Fine, hold on. I'll be right back. I could check out a couple songs. It might be a little short, little stream, since I might have to go somewhere. Maybe I could get a game in. Ref Grunt, thank you for the follow. And hi, do you listen to Russian music? I never listened to a Russian song before, believe it or not. I'm always open to listening to any music. This looks cool. Wait, I think we listened to Solar Power before. I was listening to this mix the other day. This is what I was playing. Check out Get a Grip by Deco. Ref Grunt, you have any suggestions like on Russian songs? Oh, and speaking of which, since I reacted to Deco, I uploaded it to the channel so you guys can see that on somewhere up there. I can't see it, Rough Grunt. It's all censored, but if you have the title to the video, just type it in the chat. What is this?
Running around in a bit with no grip on reality. Tip of the gas in my pocket, the celery. I'm blowing that shit down like it was my salary. Dico, I don't have that shit a fallacy. But what you telling me? I'm in a gallery. Shit on the jealousy. They said the sauce and the shit was a felony. Bitch, I'm so special. Vote with my melody.
Oh yeah.
Lately I've been thinking if you could get some time off for the weekend. See, recently I've caught up on my sleep and I'm ready to go have fun.
I like the flow of this song, I ain't gonna lie.
was a felony. Bitch, I'm so special, but with my melody. Not kitty drunk, with my baby, with my baby. Now let's see the kitty go for somebody like me. No ramic views around me. Rich free out in Japan, sipping strong up in the streets. Lately I've been thinking, if you could get some time off for the weekend. See, recently I've caught up on my sleep. Ready to go have fun. I just need a reason to get these motherfuckers tweaking. I can't sleep without you popping up in one of my dreams. I can't think like something has mesmerized me. Okay, what else can I say? Oh, got some friends on the way. Oh, have a good day. Long as you not on my brain. Lately I've been thinking, if you
Some video reactions. We could. I'm trying to see what to react to, which is crazy.
ready to go have fun. Running around in a bit with no grip on reality. Sip it against in my pocket distillery. I'm doing shit that like it with my salary. Be going donut or that shit of fallacy. But what you telling me? I'm in a gallery. Shit on the jealousy. They said the sauce and the shit was a felony. Bitch, I'm so special, but with my melody.
The city needs me. Gotham needs me. This eclipse.
There we go. I think I fixed it. You said Mr. What kind of phone?
I've just spent the last few hours hands-on with every new iPhone. So that's the way better than expected iPhone 17, this shockingly thin new iPhone Air, and then the big boys, the 17 Pro and Pro Max. I'm not going to lie to you, after the very slow event last year, this one is a complete reshuffle. Like, this one changes how I see the entire iPhone lineup. Because it starts with the basic iPhone 17, which, you know, when you first look at it, it's almost identical to the iPhone 16 last year. The same camera layout, the same buttons, super familiar design.
Which phone is
this? Then you turn it on and you realize this is not a basic iPhone anymore. In fact, this is a full-on Pro
They're getting
iPhone
crazy
now.
with the
Like
camera.
the display, it's got the same size body, but it's now a 6.3-inch screen compared to 6.1, which also means the bezels are now the thinnest ever on an iPhone. And yes, sometimes these bezel improvements need a microscope for you to be able to tell. Not this one. It is pretty immediately obvious when you look at this compared to the previous phone. It's got a tougher ceramic shield 2 coating on it. They say it's 3 times more resistant to scratches, but to be fair, I'm pretty sure the random particles in my pocket will still find a way. But also, this is like the easiest to...
He ain't wrong. Those particles will always find a way to make your iPhone dirty. Not gonna lie. Hate that shit.
That an iPhone display has ever been. Even in this super bright room where you can kind of tell that my older 16 is struggling. And that's partly the fact that the 17 now has the Pro's 3000 nits of brightness, but it also has an anti-reflective coating, which we've never had on an iPhone. So have a look here. You know where the light is hitting the screens? Can you see how there is a little bit less of a visual interruption from it now? And it's all topped off with ProMotion, meaning that this is now a 120Hz display that can also go all the way down to 1Hz for the always-on mode. And I mean, on one hand, they had to do this eventually. You know, we've given the iPhone like a once-a-year annual roasting session every time Apple has announced a new phone that still happens to have a 60Hz display. But then on the other hand, it's just so un-Apple to actually release a Pro-branded feature on the base iPhone. Some part of me still thought that this phone would forever be doomed because the kinds of people buying it just wouldn't care about 120Hz. I've never been more glad to be wrong. The cameras are better too. The ultra-wide has gone from 12 megapixel to 48, which is in line with the Pros, and that will also improve your close-up macro photography because it uses the same camera, with also this ability to record from both the front camera and your rear cameras at the same time. I don't really know what this is for.
Oh, right. This is that one phone that records from both sides at the same time type shit. How much is that? iPhone 17. Shit. The Pro Max starts at a band. Fuck they own. 800. That ain't bad. But it's kind of crazy. But it's like, what the fuck? Like, hold on.
Like, I can't imagine.
I might have to check my plan in a few years, or maybe the end of this year. Maybe I'm not sure how my plan works. I like his ratings on videos when you race the tech to see if it's worth your money. I like that.
Becoming
I like those kind of
TikTok
reviews.
Meta, but the implementation is slick. I do like how you can drag the bubble to decide where you want it.
Speaking of which, I wonder what other tech he has. Let me see something real quick. The laziest tech ever. I tested overall overkill toys. Ooh, hold on. I want to see this. What's lazy tech?
This is the Posher cooking robot. And apparently, if I select a meal, so paneer tikka masala, I can customize it to my taste preferences, so very spicy. If I hit start cooking, this is going to do everything for me. Whoa! It's flinging in the main ingredients as and when they're needed. The pan here is going to cook the food, and this top section will even drizzle in the water and oil and sprinkle in the spices and salt at the perfect times, using a camera that is watching the meal come together and using AI to understand what it's looking at.
How?
So, let's come back later to find out if I'm ever going to need to cook anything again. I have just spent $8,000 buying the laziest tech on the internet to find out just how much effort it's possible to save ourselves. Gadgets that cook for you, but also gadgets that clean for you, iron your clothes for you, change your bins for you, make your bed for you, and even ones that blow for you. I'm talking about the Nekojita Fufu.
What? Oh, I was about to say, you can't show that on stream. What the hell? There we go. Get out of here. What do you type in, Ref Grunt? I can't see it. Reactions? What do you want to react to?
a robotic cat that blows on your food and drinks to cool them down. So tea goes into these 2 glasses, and now both of these are at 72.2 degrees C right now. You get a fufu. That's actually quite good design. The cat organically fastens itself around the rim of your cup. So let's see how much of a difference it makes. So it's trying to mimic the way that a human blows on their food by using a small fan on the inside that comes on and off at random intervals. Gotta say, the
world is about to get really cyberpunk, I can tell. Rough Grind is cool. You're chilling in the chat.
Is adorable, but I'm still astounded that it has raised over $100,000 on Kickstarter. That there are thousands of people who actually want to pay for a whole separate gadget that they have to store somewhere to make sure they charge after every 60 minutes of use, all to perform a role that is very rarely needed, and even when it is, could...
Oh, hold on.
also be achieved by just waiting for another 90 seconds. Okay, it's been 5 minutes and there is less than a 4 degrees difference between the two. So, on the effort saved scale, Fufu blows.
It's kind of okay.
If that. Then how about spending
crazy technology, not too bad.
on the couch console to combat the tiresome hassle of leaning forward. So this is designed to keep all the stuff that you might want to have with you while you're on the couch.
Oh, I've seen this. It's like that tray where it's like you move it around and then you can't knock anything over.
But with one extra
$99.
Feature, a self-balancing gimbal cup holder. So it's using some sort of metal counterweight at the bottom to keep your drink upright, even if you rotate the tray. To up the stakes here, I should probably open the drinks. Sparkling water. Oh yeah, that works great. Normal size drinks can. Yeah, it just about fits. I don't love the
only
push
thing I don't like is the
every
bulkiness.
time you want to put it back. Oh, I have a tea from earlier. Okay. That's too girthy. But that's not the only thing it does. It is also modular. So for example, this is a phone holder and a tray for your remotes, which you can also add an anti-slip mat to. To be fair, it does actually keep your remote just as planted as your drink. Then, flip the thing over, it's an armrest. Or, let's say I don't fully finish my snacks one evening, and this spacer over here becomes your lid. Kind of. It's not very well fitting, to be honest. The strangest thing, though, has to be this USB-C port, which means if you've got a power bank, you can put it into this compartment and use another USB-C cable to then power your phone via the console. But that just feels like such a clunky way to manage the battery of your phone that still doesn't even save you having to have a cable trailing around. So would I keep this on my couch? No. Definitely not. It just feels so over-engineered. Like, I'd way rather just have
I was expecting something crazier
like this, because you can keep anything on there with no restriction. I'd way rather eat crisps right from the packet, as opposed to measuring out a small portion into this tray and then washing the tray every time I want to change crisps. So, very little effort saved, all things considered. Let's quickly check how our paneer is doing. Oh wow. This is so cool. So the robot is taking a snapshot of the pan every 40 or so seconds that I can remotely check from my phone. It's actually become a curry already. Early lunch is fine with me. Maybe you can relate to this. I mean, just as equally, maybe not. But for me, ironing has become such a time-consuming task that I even specifically try to buy clothes just because they require less of it. But that is where the shirt butler is apparently about to change things. A reimagining of the ironing concept that is falling apart as we speak. Oh goodness. Not one of my smooth unboxings.
It's an automatic iron?
Here, instead of putting the iron onto your clothes, you put your clothes onto the iron, which is actually one of 2 different balloons. So you'd use this one to iron your trousers or pants. Oh my god, actually looks ridiculous. I also feel like if someone saw this happening from the window, it would just look like I'm trying to drown someone. And then this one is for your shirts, which ironically looks like
is it 2 different settings,
so
or are you going to use it all?
Creased as a t-shirt gets. So you essentially dress your balloon, which, to be fair, is not as significant of a chore as it sounds.
Oh, okay, I see. So like,
corners of your...
you put it over the balloon, and then it irons the clothes from the inside out.
Garment and go. So this is using hot air tension technology, which is effectively hot air plus the stretch created by the balloon.
The only thing that's bad about this one is that it's probably too expensive, and you can only iron one thing at a time. That's the only thing.
Okay, it's been 10 minutes.
It's not a bad offset.
That is actually looking
It was some
promising.
improvement.
You can still see some creases, it's not flawless, but it has done about 50% of the ironing for us, and I commend the innovation. So I have just made some hot dogs for lunch. Smells absolutely divine. But first, and easily the worst part of any barbecue, is the cleanup. Dealing with this is one of the few tasks that I would consider worse than ironing. And so I am seriously interested in what the lazy gods have blessed us with. This time, the Grillbot 3.0, a robot with wheels made out of brushes. So it should be as simple as placing this on the grill, pressing that to turn it on. You set
now that would be useful. I'm not gonna lie. I just recently got from just did a cookout.
Oh my god. That was fast. It doesn't look
but
like
the only thing I hate is the cleaning afterwards.
Sensors, and I'm pretty sure if you don't close the lid on most barbecues, it will just brush its way right off the edges. But it will apparently notify me when it's done. The website doesn't actually say how, which is slightly alarming, but I guess we'll find out. That was one satisfying sausage. And now we've had it, why not throw
Also, I like how he's doing, whereas it's like he's doing technology after technology. He's not actually waiting for each section of technology, but he's moving on.
Trash into the laziest person trash can in the world. From the company who calls themselves
Self-changing bin. Okay.
For some reason. Okay, so it's got pretty responsive automatic lid opening, which is not a unique feature, but I have it on my bin and I use it all the time. Okay, let's try the flagship feature of this thing. So hold this button down. And so this
That's sick.
is now a completely top to bottom sealed trash bag. It's sealed on that end and it's sealed on that end. So I never have to even look at my trash. You can actually smell the smoke from the heat sealing that it's using on this bag. Oh, and then now it should be replacing this bag with a brand new bag ready to use. That's insane. So
That's insane. Okay. That's a W trash can, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's a W trash can.
At the base of the trash can to pull the new bag into position so that it's completely filling the container. This does kind of have it all. It's battery powered, so you can put it anywhere. The battery itself lasts for up to 180 days on a charge. The bin refills here.
180 days on charge is not bad.
So that's gonna last you just as long, if not longer than
all
the
you have to do is remember to charge that bit.
90% effort saved. Where have you been all my life? You know, there was a day when sitting down and reading a book was considered a lazy day. Then we got e-readers, which can do our page turning for us and can store an entire library's worth of content in your handbag. And now we don't even have to hold anything because the Sol glasses are supposedly the world's first wearable e-reader. Let's try it. Oh wow, the image feels massive. This is the cinema style reading experience. And the very interesting thing about this compared to, well, actually any other headset I've ever worn is that these are e-ink displays, which are just lit from the sides with these soft, warm white LEDs. And it's a little bit strange because in theory, that should make it really low eye strain. I think it's the fact that those displays are actually sitting like 2 centimeters from your eyeballs that isn't achieving that goal. My eyes would be more at rest.
That is the only thing that's bothering me, is that the comfortability on this will probably be questionable because it's just a pair of glasses sitting on your face the entire time with a screen 2 inches from your eyeballs.
If I was holding an e-reader,
the vision kind of side on tech is kind of not.
It feels like what it was designed for. You just hold this
not there, but get in there.
Shaped remote in your hand and use that to control everything. Gotta say, not my favorite remote. It's like the fact that you can't see it means that you have to feel your way around it. So the buttons have to be very clearly separated, and they're not. So it's very easy to press the wrong thing. And also like a surprising amount of effort to press. But actually, the bigger thing is just resolution. Like each display in front of your eyes is 256 pixels by 256, which sounds like a lot for how small the screens are, but the total resolution is then far, far lower than like a high-end Kindle. And you can kind of see it on the E's and the Y's. The letters are not super well defined. And that's also limiting how many words.
I was just about to say that too. The resolution on that is kind of ass. It's like 250p.
Fit on the page at once. So you're actually going to have to be turning pages like 3 times as often with this. Okay, but this is where the Sol glasses truly separate themselves from any other e-reader. You can ask them questions about anything you're reading and it'll use AI to give you the answer. So it pulls open a whole load of different pre-made questions and then you select one of them, I guess. Okay, then you have to select which pages of the book you're referring to. Oh god, this is like the clunkiest form of AI that probably exists.
Ew. It's like AT&T Wi-Fi back in the day or some shit like that, or bandwidth again. AOL ass screen, like golly.
2025. There is no way.
See the thumbnail? He got a toy minigun.
Features on a regular basis.
This toy review is also a good video too if you're interested in watching that. Yeah, sure, I could probably get that in.
That is cool. So it's shading
then I have to eventually leave and go meet my girl real quick. I have to go do some errands.
To read faster by making the old sentences that are done disappear. Oh, and then it also turns the pages for you. That is kind of nice. It means I don't have to deal with this freaking remote. I gotta say, a face-mounted e-reader with a tool-assisted speedrun mode was not high on my bingo card for this year, but I don't think overall that makes much sense at all for most people.
Pretty low effort.
Apparently our paneer is done. Oh my god. That's actually bonkers to think that the last time I saw this, it was just a couple of ingredients in containers. And now, it actually looks exactly like the picture. I had a certain expectation in my mind of what would happen when I left a robot completely unattended to cook my meal for me. This is not that. Oh wow. That is restaurant quality paneer. The paneer feels like it's cooked perfectly. It's just the right level of soft. Considering this is max spiciness, it's actually quite mild, but just enough that it makes your mouth water. And the sauce has like a little bit too much cream for an average home cooked meal.
That is getting integrated into a wall on some cyberpunk type shit.
Paneer tikka masala, yeah, 5 stars for the meal itself. But as impressive as that all is, would I actually buy one of these machines? Probably not. It's very expensive. Plus, there is an extra subscription cost if you want more than the basic 50 recipes. And in the
what's with all the subscriptions?
Future, that subscription will also let you import ones from the internet, which is, I mean, very cool that it can do that.
Who's going to subscribe to a user machine? Okay, that kind of threw me off.
I think the main...
I was about to say, the automatic cooking almost had me. I'm not going to lie. The automatic cooking, kind of cool. But the subscription service is so stupid.
Thing here is the thing that really takes up the majority of your time when you're cooking is the buying of all the ingredients, the prepping and the chopping of all of them, and then the washing up afterwards. And this doesn't really save on any of those. It's actually kind of doing the one somewhat fun part of cooking, but leaving all the boring jobs to you. What I'm hoping is that they can find a way to offer a higher tier of subscription, but that also includes all of the pre-measured out portions of ingredients, drop into these containers and just let the robot handle your entire cooking for the week. The robot is not for me, but it does feel like the smartest iteration of robot does some cooking related task for human that I've ever seen. So that's lunch number 2 down. Now I just need some dessert. And providing that is the Ninja Swirl, the company's upgraded ice cream machine that can apparently turn anything into soft serve. Oh, it's a little more top heavy than I was expecting. So the main event here is the creamerizer, which sounds about one step away from being a Dr. Doofenshmirtz invention. But it's essentially just these rotating paddles that continuously aerate your frozen mixture, which is how it's apparently going to turn this block of ice looking thing into smooth, creamy soft serve. So one thing that I will say about this, I constantly see these machines being shown in TikToks, like my 2-ingredient ice cream that takes 30 seconds to make, but it's not that simple. You first got to blend your ingredients. I've gone for literally just banana and milk for mine. Then you got to freeze it all, and you have to do this the night before, which is I guess why mine's gone a little bit browner than I'd like for a banana ice cream. I guess the banana doesn't freeze instantly, so it's gonna oxidize. And then you've got to creamerize that frozen mixture. It does sound nice though, clicking it all into place. And then this in itself is also a multi-step process that takes about 4 minutes.
Only 4 minutes? Oh, I was thinking about an hour.
You take out the container, you attach the other dispensing lid, you mount it onto this entirely separate part of the machine, nozzle goes to open, and then finally, ice cream. So it's essentially using a press to force the ice cream out the nozzle. Look at that burn.
Ooh.
I can't quite believe that it's achieved this level of texture.
I like that in my house. I ain't gonna lie.
2 ingredients that I put into it.
No, ice cream machine.
Yeah,
I think we got that
insane.
downstairs somewhere.
It's just banana and milk, but it's smooth. It's
something
creamy,
similar.
It's not very icy, which I expected it to be. This one really tears me up because that outcome is absolutely unparalleled. The effort required to achieve that outcome is so high that I can't see myself using it on a regular basis. That would have to be for at least 4 people for it to be worth all of this washing up and pre-prep. So I kind of rate this product. Plus it can do sorbets, it can do milkshakes, and it can do mix-ins. So you could have nuts sprinkled in that it specifically mixes and not pulverizes. But it's not a lazy product. It's actually kind of the opposite. So much work has to go into it. Ah! What if you get ice cream on your window? So let's create 2 zones here. So the top area, I'm gonna cover in smudges. Think of this like level 1. Okay, I promise, I put butter on my hands before I did this. Just so you don't think I'm some sort of grease monster. And then the bottom is level 2, when you're in too deep. And it's all to find out if the $600 Ecovacs W2 Omni
$600?
This is meant to be the robot for
I might as well
cleaning
use
your
my
windows
hands.
for you. I've got to say, it is looking promising. They really have thought of a clever way of keeping
It's
everything
almost the
together.
price of a
So, like, for
PS5.
example, this is the robot. It sits inside this suitcase, and when you want to use it, just hold it against a window, and it suctions itself.
This is for sure a
with
California
apparently
product.
8 different hardware-based fall protection measures. Then that's connected to the suitcase via a cable that can
I'm down
coil
with you.
itself inside to keep it tidy and untangled. Then there's also a mains plug that you can keep permanently inside of here, and a battery for 110 minutes of cleaning when you're away from a power source. Oh look, so you can see the first thing it does is goes right into the top corner so that it can methodically work its way down. Oh wait, that's the Growbot. The alarm's going off. So that's how it notifies you. Elegant. But also notice, the camera I'm using, the Insta360 X5, our sponsor, is the only reason that I can be standing here recording me talking about this product while making sure that I miss absolutely nothing when it comes to the window cleaner over there, while keeping both of my hands completely free so that I can actually pick the thing up. All while...
I was wondering what kind of camera that was, because I always wanted those cameras where it's like it follows you around type shit for vlogging purposes. Because so far, I got the perfect microphone, but I need the perfect camera.
eliminating its own invisible selfie stick from the shot, so the thing just looks like it's floating. As for how well this is cleaned, by the way, I would say pretty well. It's like the entire top layer has been scrubbed very thoroughly, but it hasn't done a very good job when it comes to the sides. It kind of feels like I hired someone from Fiverr to do the cleaning. This is the result I would expect. It's definitely saved me some time, and it's great that you can just pop
It's
these
not
brushes
too
straight.
bad. It's not too bad of a grill cleaner, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's better than nothing.
The dishwasher. But there is
You just
still
have to
work
work
to be
on the
done here
sides.
before you can just leave this. Now we're back on this
Like
side,
half
just
effort.
as the window cleaner is approaching level 2. This camera truly does allow me to be the laziest version of myself. And even if the thing gets taken out while you're trying a particularly risky shot, it doesn't matter. You can just swap the lenses out yourself in about 60 seconds without needing to send it in for repair. So link below to get yours. With the first 30 orders, also
replaceable
getting an
lenses?
extra 1 terabyte of cloud storage for free, an extra 5% discount, and a free dual lens replacement kit. Oh my god. What? That's like the cleanest this window has ever been. That I was not expecting. So level 1, it has absolutely flown past. Level 2, it's doing a lot more smearing. So it's got a 3-nozzle wide-angle atomization spray that's meant to dissolve dirt on your window before it mops it over. It's also really cool how it gets right into the edges and the corners. I guess that's the benefit of them making it a square. So I would genuinely say, to my surprise, 80% effort saved. It's absolutely impeccable when it comes to the lighter grease, and it's just the heavy stuff that it's going to need a bit of help with. But then
The only difficult part is getting all the smudging and shit that he dropped down here and all the crumbs.
how often do
He
you
has to get
fall
by
into your
hand.
window with ice cream? The thing that's surprising me most about this video is someone has tried to come up with a solution for every single chore, but this has to be the most over-engineered one
We're not at 2077 technology levels of lazy yet.
to exist. This is the $1,439 smart duvet that makes your bed for you. Why does the control box look like an Xbox Kinect? So, you set this box up at the base of your bed, and this system serves 2 purposes. One is a very similar ability to the 8 sleep beds, which can heat and cool each side individually. But instead of pumping temperature-controlled water around the bed, this pumps air. So I've set this side, for example, to its highest possible temperature. I mean, it's fine. It feels a little on the warm side. And this is the cold side. Okay, you can feel the difference, but definitely far less of a temperature range than 8 sleep. This is about a 7 degrees Celsius max difference between the 2 sides. 8 sleep can do 30. They do also say that just the action of sending air into your bed oxygenates it, which reduces the irritation on your skin caused by sweat because the humidity is lower. And then to top the whole thing off, the unit even has ambient lighting, which is like proper 16 million colors, the whole shebang, and even aromatherapy. So you take this filter out of the back of the unit, and then by soaking this foam in the oil of your choice, it'll effectively use the fans it already has on the inside to blow through it and spread that scent. It's very much giving me jack of all trades vibes.
That's not bad.
But this is what we're really here for. Bed
like a
making,
cartridge.
Start. I don't really know what to expect here. Oh, it's inflating. This is actually really clever how it works. They've got a thin inflatable sheet that goes across the entire duvet. So by pumping air into that inflatable sheet, it effectively stretches the rest of the duvet so it has to conform to its full shape, which is flat. Okay, this is probably the single coolest automation we've seen so far. Oh my God. No, that is actually hotel quality finish. And then once it's reached this finished state, it will just take the air out again so it's set.
The only thing I don't like is the giant penis in front of it. Like freaking giant pipeline going under your bed. Making your shit look like a steampunk bed.
It's a very left field solution to the problem, but my God, is that clever. So to be very clear, this is not an 8 sleep killer. The temperature control is not as good. The product itself doesn't feel as high quality. But the one thing that it is designed to do differently, it does so well. I would still give it a 50% rating. But there's one final killer of laziness that we haven't yet covered. It's like the single most obvious one. I have been standing for like 50% of this video. Unacceptable, but no more, because this is the chairless chair 2.0. Yes,
some cybernetics,
$2,500,
some clanker technology.
It's actually not as heavy as it looks. The whole thing is like 3 kilograms. So strap myself in at the waist, right thigh, left thigh. But this is the cool bit. Now the whole thing snaps into my shoes, and it really looks like I should be able to kick a brick wall down with this. But what I can really do. Yes, please. Thank you. So it's not flawless. You kind of have to treat it with a little bit of care. You kind of want to make sure both legs are fully extended before you put your weight on the thing. But if you do that, it's actually still not very comfortable. I'm like 70% resting, but 30% tensing my core as hard as I can so I don't tip over backwards again. And yeah, it's kind of cool how spontaneous you can be with the thing. Like now I'm walking, I can go this way,
it's getting
I can decide to sit again. I just can't wrap my head around why it costs as much as it does, considering what it actually is when you break it down. As a general concept, though,
what is the price?
Kind of want to be able to look this video.
2,500. Oh hell no!
So that's right. What it actually is when you break it down. As a general concept, though, yeah, I could get used to this life. Subscribe so that I can carry on.
He's fully fabricated out.
Now, for the whole...
I ain't gonna lie. I like these tech reviews. W video. And what was this one? 4-way in Blicky? Which one? I think it's this one.
Curly, why you so...
Never blew their money, I'm not putting on so much go. Some of my side hoes, some of the side hoes. Хочешь снег для моей, сердце мало, что но заново. Месяц на марджеле, то, что я предпочитаю. Драги почитаю, инструкции не читаю. Не люблю внимание, так что я сохраню тайну. Что звезда мне сосала, притухшими глазами.
Russia got rappers? Who's for M way? This shit tough. Where are the captions at? I'm trying to learn the lyrics. There is none. Wow. Thank you, YouTube. Hold on, let me add this to my playlist real quick. I'm not playing around, game. Good. This is fantastic. Y'all been putting me on some new music. I ain't gonna lie.
На мне крест, я страдал во сне греха. Это стиги, сниму блики,
Matter of fact, I need to add this to my stream playlist. There it is. Biggie, I probably have to type it in a different way because I can't add it on Apple Music. There you go, I found him. And Biggie, hold on. Put me on another song real quick. You said 4-way in. I'm not gonna pronounce that. Copy.
Суки голые на фото, у них нет дрып. Нахуй дешевых я не трахну, вдруг у них бацилл. Еще 2 года назад не был для них красивым, а ща они не очень, время что-то подкосил.
Сейчас со мной только мои собаки, пушечки на теле, никому не доверяю. Настолько реально, что я для них нереальность. Мой брат он шутер, как реально. Сам я не замешан в криминале. Я обычный парень, аутфит такой, будто гарантия. Бриллианты на мне, как будто бы я играл в копатель. Иногда звучу как карте, а ты звучишь будто вайп.
Тише, я сделал треки для людей, вышел из ниш. И я бросил это круг и рэп и миш. Снег идешь в марте, но я скинул крышу.
Мне ща пришел перк, дропнул 60 коктейлей. Со мной азербайджанцы и армяне, все салам алейкум. И бро, мы ща стали подобрее, слишком много смерти. Легальные деньги стали длинными, будто спагетти.
Точно не буду фрик, плевать на славу уже. Зовет меня форен, и плевать на славу уже. Малышка хочет быть со мной, но мы не пара уже. Суки голые на фото, у них нет дрып. Нахуй дешевых я не трахну, вдруг у них бацилл. Еще 2 года назад не был для них красивым, а ща они не очень, время что-то подкосил.
Сейчас со мной только мои собаки, пушечки на теле, никому не доверяю. Настолько реально, что я для них нереальность. Мой брат он шутер, как реально.
Ooh, hold on. There might be another banger coming up. What's this one? I wish I can pronounce the song. Golly, I don't want to be disrespectful. I need to subscribe to that. Y'all put me on Deco and 4M Way. My playlist is about to look crazy. Homies is gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? Osama-san? I listened to a little bit of Osama-san too. Damn. He got a big body truck. He's giving me that Yeet vibe. I like it though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Мне нужны деньги как мистер Бинс. С остальными сплата, да, у меня рис. Он забил все слово, ворваться денег. Я ще готовлю как шеф на булагу. Сейчас со мной это банда у нас. И сейчас с нами соски мы карапу. Все эти драги на нас тебе обуз. Не лезь в шоу-бизнес. Это, блядь, не твой бизнес. Перекоды как Гиннес. Ты пьешь пиво как Гиннес. Ебем ее будто бразы. Два броска как будто сразу. Делаю брат, мне не заедет,
Damn.
но это не град. Да, я на стол, все эти мысли их не зачитаю.
Damn.
Все эти лозунги,
Damn.
походу,
Damn.
их даже не сочетаю. Деньги упали на голову, я безумно украл твою суку, как бизнес. Моих руках решение, боль так жестко, как будто я...
YouTube, I still hate you because there's no captions and I don't know what he's saying, but he sound like he going off on that bitch, and I'm not gonna hold you. This is lit, but I'm still mad. I need the captions.
Не надо пытаться общаться со мной, ведь я слышал от брата, ты тут еще с ней. Я своя любимая сука, я еду на шопе, мне даже не надо копить. Hey, big keys, великий на них делаю пиз. Виски росном еще поднялись, включи мне еще ука.
I wonder, does he do concerts in America? I'm not gonna lie. I'll go to these. I'll go to a 4NWay concert. I'll be going stupid. Let me see. I'm gonna save that for later.
Соус, Алис. Диманша Алис. Мне нужны деньги как мистер Бинс. С остальными бесплатно, да, у меня рис. Потопил всю свою боль в этот день.
He threw the bags in that bitch. Hey, 4NWay was like, I'm gone, bruh. I'm gone. This is Cheat Key vibe. Damn. He's versatile too. He pays out very rarely. Hold on.
Я просто летаю и отдаю шоу. Это марина, не знаю, что я уже большой. Помогаю своим малым, да, я уже старшой. Парень думал, что он может сам, он вообще на зоне. Эй, ща мы на легальне. Я выпустил трек, она показывает маме. Это моя тачка, и ща я и управляю. Это моя тачка, детка, и я разгоняюсь. Тяжелый кэш, да, она влюбилась в банки. Сука, мы на креатине, раньше были транки. Очень важные дела, дайте мне мигалки. Аристократка мне сосуд, нахуй наркоманки. Прыгнул с джипа прямо в этот Порше. 3 секунды даста, и она
Like
уже
in school?
Я положил бриллианты прям себе
In Russia?
Я снимаю клипы, будто я снимаю влоги. Надеваю клипы, когда выхожу с квартиры. 48 минут на площадке, я не заменил. Со мной твоя сука и мой бро, мы ее даблтимим. И мне нравится твоя сука, она делает мне ринг. Тяжелый кэш, да, она влюбилась в банки. Сука, мы на креатине, раньше были транки. Очень важные дела, дайте мне мигалки. Аристократки мне сосуд, нахуй наркоманки.
Damn. It's crazy. There's rappers everywhere. I'm just gonna say that. I ain't gonna lie. That's another W. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie. What's this one? This is pretty far. I was just looking at this one.
Я один, нам не ведьмон, нам не вилон, нам не сейчас Саша Маккуин. Со мной хочет любовь или просто говорит так. Мне все равно, я просто хочу ее клик. Она секси, он мой бог, ее волосы длиннее. Жопа жирнее, губы пухлее.
For a second I thought he was wearing ski goggles. Oh nah, he locked in.
Я не буду врать, я хочу тебя, ты десятка малышной. Ты мне не нравишься, только в темноте твоя задница. Ты не просишь меня про чувства, мне похуй на твои, какая разница. Я по полтранка, что внутри меня, детка, уже не исправится. Я по полтранка, что внутри меня, детка, уже не исправить. Я вижу и зависть. Не звони мой телефон, ты знаешь, у меня все ноль. Я делаю деньги и все, я делаю деньги и все. Если бы было все. Вау, мои кино, самый написи. Я главный герой, я должен был уйти, но я все еще живой. На сексе он мой бог, ее волосы длиннее, жопа жирнее, губы пухлее, хочет меня флаг. Свитер Марни, это кто? Папа ли эскорт? Я не буду врать, я хочу тебя, ты десятка малышной. Ты мне не нравишься, только в темноте твоя задница. Ты не спросишь меня про чувства, мне похуй на твои, какая разница. Я по полтранка, что внутри меня, детка, уже не исправится. Ты не спросишь меня про чувства, мне похуй на твои, какая разница.
OG Buddha. OG Buddha 4-way. Oh, this is a different artist?
Трапахолики, микстейп.
И мы сейчас на победу. Перещем будто быть белым.
Hold on.
Ведущий будто Мэврикс. Курим прямо в центр. Парень не для оценки. Self-made прыгнул бэнни. Уцаря денег на аренду. Уцаря денег на аренду. У меня есть эти фэны, я буду бросать. Поцаренных ставки живу, как будто бы это маршмал. Мне похуй вообще, я звучущий, как будто бы западный рэп. И мне вместе выливать, но у меня еще есть пистолетик.
Why is they talking on these beats? I ain't going. They running these shits.
Я даже не мерил, мне похуй на ценник, мы миллионеры. Слышь, прояви неуважение, белая легенда взрастет поколение. Когда мы дропаем в озвучке, сразу же слышишь на изменения. Работаю дохуя, ведь я хочу быть на хайпе всегда, а не временно. То, какой мозг дает, бэйби, мне кажется, я сейчас трахаю гения. Хулиган, что пишет стихи, ей кажется, что она сосет Есенина. Я могу дать жестких баров и могу разъебать перья. Но сейчас просто хочется стелить, мне похуй на твое мнение. Белые 55 деньги, хорошее воображение. Тем временем мне интересны лямы, лишь доллары, бэйби, это повышение. Не могу любить встречаться, я знаю только лишь рыночные отношения. Если бы Брози слышал меня раньше, взял бы меня в рыночные отношения. Не могу слышать твой рэп, парень, это не стильно, это унижение. Но мне шестема в часы, ты пишешь, вот это только украшение. Могу забрать суку, не вести домой, сделать это в тачке. А могу вообще не идти, сделать ее в гимнах и сразу. Ты меня знаешь, белый, это сотка, белый,
Yeah, hello?
Лестницу дику прямо сейчас дело неприятно. Не всех, кого знают, кто я живу в кинусе, самый реальный. Смотри детали, и ты охуеешь с количеством флаги для Луда.
И мы сейчас на победу.
I'm good. I'm just I'm actually on live. I live stream on my off days. Yes. Yeah.
Йоу-йоу, старички, вот мы в Будике. Это прекрасная поездка. Закончится съемками клипов. Порой белый хочет. Просто классным времяпровождением. Дай бог, все четенько, мы в Будике.
Yeah.
Порой белый хочет и в такой рэп. Скажи, что слушаешь самое горе. Чтобы не слышать, выкручиваешь максимум на колонках. Или наоборот, тишина на вес золота. Психолог говорит, что комплексы тяну с молода. Что-то пиздец страшно, детство, далекое прошлое. У меня второй прям снова испытал чувство голода. Ты не оставил вопросов, кто является голдом. Но при этом и так похуй, ведь есть реальная жизнь, она как я не живет хип-хопом. Я охуенный рэпер, но у меня нихуя нет здоровья. Я постоянно в дороге, я уже забыл чувство дома. Бабуля умоляет навести, говорит, умрет скоро. Раньше боялся этих слов, сейчас понимаю, в любой момент мой. А я без остановки работаю, зарабатываю бабло, блядь.
которая уже не поможет. Вот она взрослая жизнь, блять, вот она реальность. Им все уже 30 плюс, он все еще хуйню читает. Мне самому 30, я все еще хуйню ебашу. Боже, как мне слезть, блядь, даже нарколог не помогает. Я несчастливый человек, вот она голая правда. Торчу ебан, Кристина могла б найти лучше парня. Спасибо, что рядом, клянусь, мы лучшая пара. Стараюсь сегодня, малышка, ради твоего завтра. Много всякой хуйни, но не теряю достоинств. Не перестану ебашь, пока в России не появится озеро. Как поступил не по-мужски, но задел за мужское. Без крысиных хуйни, просто попиздимся достойно. Или я сам лох, что-то замешкался, не вышел. Хз, что двигало мной, но точно не мои принципы. Уже давно
это легче, когда родные люди рядом. Я очень
мозг, как поступил сильный бы.
I ain't gonna lie, these niggas on fire. He's fire. OG Butterfire.
Друзья отлетели, время оставило лишь своих блогеров. Время все растаяло, превратило МС в блогеров. Чересчур лояльный, все равно выражаю любовь многим. Я чуть меньше, но все равно сипаю стабильно. Снова курю косой в клипе, Леха говорит, что дебил. Я город пишется со мной.
OG Butter in 4N way is fire. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh shit. I might have to go, chat. I ain't gonna lie. I might have to go somewhere. I'll be right back around, let's say, in 5 hours, 4 hours, I'll be back. I swear to God, I'll be right back.